Hi guys, the Benidorm Enthusiast here, and Fiestas Mayores Patronales 2025 are almost here. The biggest week of the year for Benidorm, celebrated by locals and tourists alike, is just around the corner. So today I'm going to be talking through the main events of the November Fiestas and how the weather is looking for the big week. So first of all, let me just quickly explain about what this week is all about. Fiestas Mayores Patronales are the main annual festival celebrated in virtually every village, town and city in Spain in honour of the patron saints. These celebrations typically combine religious ceremonies such as a solemn mass or procession of the patron saint's image with popular festivities like parades, concerts, fairs, dances, fireworks and other street festivities. They bring together the whole community, and in Benidorm's case, the tourist community as well. The dates differ from place to place because each location has its own patron saint and historical traditions. Benidorm actually has two patron saints, San Jaime and the Virgin of Suffrage. Benidorm's Fiestas Mayores Patronales always start on the second Saturday in November and run until the following Wednesday, though there are a few things happening on the Friday before, and of course the Thursday after the Fiestas is the British Fancy Dress Day, which started as a sort of add-on event to the Fiesta created by the bars in the new town as a way of thanking the British tourists for respecting, enjoying and celebrating the actual Fiestas along with the locals, but which has now grown into an absolute monster of an event and the biggest day of the year for many bars which focus on British tourists, especially those located on the Strip and the Square. So let's go through some of the standout events over the Fiesta week, starting this weekend coming. As I just mentioned, Benidorm's November Fiestas always starts officially on the second Saturday of November. This year that's the 8th, but there are a few things happening on the eve of the Fiesta, so on Friday the 7th, to get us all in the mood. At 6 p.m. on Friday, the Fiesta lights will be switched on. There's a little ceremony for this which will take place on Martínez Alejo Street in the Old Town. That's the street which runs from the Levante Beach up to the big zebra crossing by the Aliop shop on the corner. Following this, the Fiesta Porrat will be opened. So this is sort of like a little market with stalls selling gifts and food and drink, and it's located on the Emilio Ortuño Avenue. So that's pretty much from that same big zebra crossing on the corner, over the little bridge which some people call Chicken Bridge, and all along that road where the Hotel Agua Azul sits. Then it's up to the Fiesta Fair, which is by the Bull Ring at the top of La Guera Park, and that will be opened at 7 p.m. and will be open every single night of the Fiestas. I absolutely love the Fiesta Fair. It's one of my favourite parts of the Fiesta, and if you do go up there, be sure to try one of those giant jacket potatoes. Oh my god, they are delicious. Then at 10 p.m. on Friday is the Penas parade. What are Penas? Penas are basically groups of friends or people with common interests who have formed social clubs. Local ordinary people who come together to organise activities and are essentially the heart of the Fiestas Patronales. During this Fiesta, each Peña will rent a unit which will be used as their headquarters for the Fiesta period. This can be an empty locale, a garage, or even a functioning business that they rent, that closes for the week and they rent. Then they allow the Peñas to use it as a base for the Fiesta week. Now there were around 200 Peñas in Benidorm, and they will all parade down Ruzafa Street and Martínez Alejo Street in the Old Town on the Friday night. This is a noisy night, as after the parade most will head to their base Peña and party the night away. Thousands of you are heading this way for the Fiestas, and I know you're going to want to stay connected to tell all your friends and family what a great time you're having. Not forgetting showing off all the fun with photos and videos on your socials. An Holafly eSIM is the way to go to stay connected when you're abroad. It's a virtual SIM card, so it connects you to an alternative local data plan, meaning you don't have to worry about data roaming charges. Holafly is available in over 200 destinations with unlimited data. No limits for uploading all those amazing photos and videos you're going to be taking. And if you're travelling elsewhere, you can choose a regional eSIM like the European package, which covers over 30 countries in one plan. You can check compatibility before you even buy on their website or app, and installation is super simple, done in less than 5 minutes. Just activate once you arrive and your data is ready to use. And they even have 24/7 support just in case you need help. So follow the link in the video description below, and with the code Benidorm Stuff you can get 5% off Holafly eSIM packages now. Just click the link, choose your package and enjoy your 5% off. Big thanks to Holafly for sponsoring today's video. Back to the schedule. So Saturday is the official start of the Fiestas, and on midday on Saturday it's the big bell ringing and fireworks from the Plaza de la Señoría. That's the square outside Sherry's Bar in the Old Town by the San Jaime Church. This is to announce the official start of the 2025 Fiesta. Following this, the brass bands march from the church through the Old Town, finishing in the Town Hall Square, where all the bands enter playing various pasodobles. And this will also be concluded with more fireworks. At 5:30 p.m. on the Saturday, it's the reenactment of the discovery of the Virgin of Suffrage, which is performed down on the Poniente Beach. Then at 6:30 there's a solemn procession which will travel through the Old Town, starting at Parque Elche, that's also known as Dove Park, and ending at Plaza San Jaime, which is outside the church up by the Mirador. Saturday night the party really gets going, and with an I Love the 90s and Noughties concert in the Town Hall Square. This is completely free to attend, starts at 10 a.m. and it will be ongoing into the early hours. Then at 1 a.m. there's a broom football tournament. Never seen this, so I will be doing my best to get down there for a nosy at what this is all about. So this will be in the Oscar Epla Auditorio, which is the smaller of the two outdoor amphitheatres in the park behind the Town Hall. On to Sunday, which is the day of Our Lady, the Virgin of Suffrage. There's lots going on this day, and I'll post a link to the full schedule for Fiestas in the video description below. I couldn't possibly go through every single event, as this video would still be going on when the Fiestas have started. So a highlight for Sunday is definitely the Mascleta on Avenida Jaime Primero. These are those crazy loud daytime fireworks. You may have seen them on previous Fiesta videos we've done. A lot of Brits don't understand these. Mascletas are not your typical fireworks. They're all about the noise, not the visuals. So they're a rhythmic display of extremely loud bangers. The emphasis is all on the noise and the vibrations that they create. And these types of firework are very traditional in the Valencia region. It's not about what you can see, it's about what you hear and what you can feel. The vibrations going through your whole body. 7:30 p.m. it's the solemn procession in honour of the Virgin of Suffrage. This will be doing a circular route around most of the Old Town, starting and ending at Plaza San Jaime. Then Sunday night, party time again, with another free concert at the Town Hall Square. This time we've got live DJs taking you through into the early hours. On to Monday, which is the day of St James. And it's a similar schedule to Sundays, with a Mascleta at 2 p.m. and the procession, this time in honour of St James, at 7:30 p.m. The concert in the park on Sunday night is brought to us by Spanish pop rock band Despitados. Finishing off Monday night at the concert is the Corrifoc, which is a running and dancing street parade with fire and fireworks. This will go down Rucefa Street along the walking street and finish off at Parque Elche. On to Tuesday, and again a huge Mascleta will be at 2 p.m. on Jaime Primero. Another highlight of Tuesday is the funny costumes parade travelling down Venus, Ruzafa and Martinez Alejo streets. Then at 1 a.m. Tuesday night, another free concert at the Town Hall Square, featuring 5 different live DJs taking you all through the night. Wednesday is the last day of the official Fiesta, and it starts with a gathering of all the festive entities at 11 a.m. who will then parade through the Old Town. At 6 p.m. it's the magnificent float parade, a real highlight of the whole Fiesta, this one, and that starts at the Old Town end of Levante Beach, travels up Martinez Alejos and Ruzafa Street, then back down the other side of the Old Town via Avenida Almendros, finishing at Parque Elche, aka Dove Park. This is then followed by the big firework display on Wednesday night to conclude the Fiestas. This is probably one of the best firework displays you'll ever see in your life. I am not exaggerating there. It beats most of the most impressive New Year's Eve displays I've ever seen. The end of the Benidorm Fiesta fireworks really do have to be seen to be believed. These are let off from the Poniente beach out at sea, but pretty close to the Parque Elche area, but be warned, it does get extremely busy around the Dove Park and it can get quite claustrophobic. You really don't need to be that close to see the fireworks because they are absolutely massive. In fact, you'll get a much better view watching from slightly further away. Now, they don't give a set time for the fireworks except to say that they'll start just after the float parade. So it depends if there are any delays on that. It can really be any time between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. going on previous years. So do be prepared to be standing around waiting for a while. And that's it. End of Fiestas. Except not for the Brits, of course, because on Thursday it is the biggest day of the year for many bars in the new town and for many Brits that visit Benidorm, the British Fancy Dress Day. This is the most famous day of the year for the Brits. Tens of thousands of people get dressed up in fancy dress costumes and party like there's no tomorrow. It's probably the most fun day of the year. Everybody's just out looking for a good time. The time and effort that goes into the costumes is incredible, and although it seems increasingly difficult to see original ideas, you will always see a few costumes that make your jaw drop. The fancy dress party takes place on the strip and the square in the new town, and you'll see people start heading out around midday. Most people take a full walk of the strip first to check out everyone else's outfits before getting into party mode. Starts getting bouncing around about 2 p.m. The Flash Hotel is a big meeting point as well, and by 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning it will still be going. There's a massive stage set up outside Morgan Tavern with DJs to get the crowds worked up, and there's also a float parade organised by the bars, which this year should be travelling through the new town around 2 p.m, quite early this year, although Spanish time 2 p.m. could be any time up to 6 p.m. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be here for it. There are all sorts of other unofficial events going on throughout the Fiesta week as well, mainly for the Brits to enjoy in the new town area. The Western Saloon used to do a free barbecue day, and Sinatra did a giant paella. Although I haven't seen it advertised this year yet. That doesn't mean it's not happening. They might decide last minute that they're going to put that on. You've also got Manic Monday bar crawl, starting from Sherry's in the Old Town, an unofficial bar crawl that's become a tradition with the British and Irish Fiesta goers over the last sort of 10 years. Anyone can get in on that, and it's completely free. Just head up to Sherry's bar around midday with your neon outfits on the Fiesta Monday. The weekend following the Fiestas will still be pretty busy, but it's very much wind down time. Most people that have been here for the entire Fiesta have absolutely had enough by this point. Everybody's absolutely knackered, including all of the staff serving you, most of whom will have been working some absolutely crazy shifts over the Fiesta week. So bear that in mind and go easy on the workers. By Monday, it's pretty much dead in Benidorm. It is like mass exodus, and you really wouldn't believe all that had happened over the previous week if you hadn't seen it with your very own eyes. Then it's time for all of us to have a little chill time in Benidorm before the Christmas crowds start to arrive. So the burning question, which I know you're all wanting to know, is how is the weather looking for Fiestas? Well, you may have noticed I'm not in Benidorm right now, and it is a fair bit colder here where I am, just outside Pamplona at the minute. In Benidorm, they're still wearing their shorts and t-shirts, and in bikinis, some people wear not jeans and t-shirts like I am today. And the forecast for Fiestas, dare I say it, because I don't want to jinx it, but it is looking like one of the best forecasts I've seen for Fiestas for quite a few years. Fiesta weekend certainly looks very good, with plenty of sunshine and temperatures in the low 20s. Dropping to the mid-teens on a night, and it does look like it will get a little bit cooler next week, with temperatures still hovering around 20 degrees, which is great for November during the day. Slightly warmer at night next week, and again, plenty of sunshine. If that forecast is right, we are in for some week. I mean, To be honest, the temperatures don't really matter too much. It is November after all. You can't come out to Benidorm in November and expect it to be hot. If you get warm days, it's a bonus. The main thing is that it stays dry for the Fiesta week, for the processions, for the parades, for the fireworks, all the effort that goes into preparing these fiestas over the year. It really is literally a dampener if it rains. Then of course for Fancy Dress Day, well, there really isn't enough room inside the bars for the tens of thousands of people who head out to Benidorm for that. So it really helps when it stays dry for the fancy dress. The strip road is completely closed off to traffic. There's outside bars set up and it's aiming to be a massive street party. So a little sunshine goes a long way to ensuring that that day runs smoothly as well. So let's hope the forecasts are correct, fingers and toes crossed, but we know how quickly they can change for Benidorm, and I always say never really trust the forecast for more than a couple of days in front for Benidorm, because it does have its own microclimate which can make the weather very difficult to predict. Right guys, I hope to see you all over the Fiestas at some point. You can come and see me at Funky Flamingo Bar on the Strip on Friday afternoons and Monday nights, where I host the karaoke. Come say hi and sing me a song, and let's all have a fantastic Fiesta week together. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our great Fiesta videos, including a live stream on Fancy Dress Day. And also check us out on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok for more Fiesta content. Have a good one guys, stay positive and stay safe.